Hello everyone and welcome to the first part of the Betsy challenge. Um, Many of you have probably never heard of it. It's an original challenge. It's sort of a mix between Teen Runaway and Legacy with a sort of like child survival in there. Um, I don't know if you need the mover mod for it. I found it helpful. Basically, what you have is one child, your Betsy, and you give her a background story and you try to have her survive on her own, and that sort of leads into the legacy challenge. Now, we only have this guy here. He's only there to make the household legit, but we're going to have him move out in a sec. We are in the town of Twinbrook. I made a couple mild internal modifications, nothing major, added a couple lots. So there aren't a ton of rules, just that your child, um, it's a Betsy, and they live on a lot by themselves. You can buy them a sleeping bag and a tent, um, and that's it. And then you have to get rid of all the family funds, and then you work up from there. Um, oh, right, I forgot to tell you about her backstory. So Betsy is a runaway orphan from Strange Town. She was in the system for a while, and it it was terrible for her. So she took off and ended up here in Twinbrook. Um, Now she's hoping for a fresh start, but no one knows she's here. So if she gets caught by the police, they're gonna put her back in the system. So I created this house. Well, not created. This was one of the houses that came with the base game. Um, I made this the town orphanage, if you will. Um, it's just a place where a bunch of girls are, and there's like the headmaster or headmistress or whatever. And the idea behind it is if Betsy gets caught by the police, or because she's a child, so if she's out after curfew, she ends up here. And you really don't want that because it's gonna be harder. You've got more people to look out for, um, and it's just more challenging that way. Um, but I think I've explained all the rules. If not, I'll sort of explain them as I go. All right, so let's get started. So we want this guy, Jason Cruz, to scram. So we're gonna have him move within this neighborhood. And then Betsy will be by herself on this empty lot, which is what we're looking for. So we're just gonna kick him out. Doesn't really matter where he ends up. Yeah, you can give your Betsy whatever last name or anything you want. Um, I when I played this before, I deleted the last name. It was just Betsy, but I'm gonna keep it Runaway for now. All right, it's processing. Oh yeah, if she starts failing school, that's another sort of ticket to the orphanage. And then when she's a teen, she can run away or move out or whatever. Um, so there's no money cheats, no cheats in general, unless you're having them like bathe in like the lake or something. Then you can fix their hygiene level. So I'm gonna enable cheats. Family funds. Oh no, wait, we wanted to buy. I did say and sleeping bag and tent. Now I know that they do get bikes, And with this challenge, I'm trying to add as much as a realistic aspect as possible. So for that, the story behind it is she sort of like stole one from a junkyard or something, just so she has it. I played this before with a relativity mod, so it was a lot easier to have her just walk everywhere, but when it's minute per second, we're pressed for time. So we're gonna get started. Alright, so she knows him. I'm just gonna put that down to like the medium place and see if we can buy that sleeping bag and tent. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have clarified. It's a sleeping bag or tent, and then as she sells stuff, scrap, flowers, whatever, she can buy something else. So I'm gonna get her a sleeping bag in orange. Alright, so now family funds run away 0. Testing, it's enabled. Oh, I meant to get rid of that first. Sorry. Alright, so this is our lot here. It's just sort of secluded from the rest of the town, and I kind of like it like that. It's a little bit big for me, but I think we can work with it. Alright, so Betsy wants to learn the fishing skill. She's really smart. For fish and eating and selling and whatnot. So I'm gonna have her visit the fishing park. Yeah, got that. One issue that I should address is bills. If they can't pay their bills and the repo man comes, that's the same as someone discovering her. So that's another, way to get to the orphanage. And it's really hard to do it with just a child. Pretty much you have to wait for the 1 day left notice. But that is how you do it. And it's pretty challenging that way, so you guys can modify it however you want. Alright. So let's have our fish. So my Betsy is a loner, loves the outdoors, and a kleptomaniac. Really great for finding, bits of furniture or decorations or something. She likes pop music, hamburgers, and the color red. Yeah, that's so cute. She probably like that. So I'm gonna have her fish just until her skill improves, and then I'm gonna have her go to the junkyard for some scrap. Because while they're a child, you're not allowed to buy a fridge or like a kid stove, because that sort of defeats the whole purpose of her trying to survive on her own. Now, I have played this challenge before. I haven't actually completed it because then it leads into the legacy challenge, so it takes a while to complete. I have done it successfully. It's a lot easier if you have the relativity mod, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah. She caught a normal minnow weighing 0.1 kilograms. Worth 5 simoleons. That should buy her like a head of lettuce or something. Nothing beats watching the sun rise over calm waters. Too true. Alright. Go fishing before 6 a.m. No. Stupid curfew thing. Catch a great minnow. No. Sweating. Alright, so let's speed along this. So this is the bike that she supposedly stole. Just simple, usable. And for a while at least, she's just going to be a scavenger. Okay, so why don't you dig through that? 3 is a crowd for a romance. You have to dial it down to make it a regular group. Do you want to do so? I have no idea what this is. I think she only knows one person. Yeah, no idea. Alright. Scrap is really good because, and she's a teenager, she actually, I think she can do it while she's a child. You can get them into the inventing skill, and that sells a lot better than scrap does, or fish does. Just some money-making tips for you. Alright, so after this, I'll have her... I don't know if you can sell scrap at the consignment store, but we'll see. Actually, I think it just closed. Dang it. Ooh, she found a lamp. Awesome. If you find stuff, it's totally up to you what you do with it. It's really not a big deal. I'm gonna have her go over here to wash off because she's getting sort of borderline smelly. Go here. Come on, Betsy. Leave the chair alone. Let's go. Betsy? No, stop. Alright. The last time I played this, I found that in the beginning, many evenings, Betsy went to bed hungry. Just a heads up. Alright, so I'm gonna have her swim around and sort of serve as her bath. Alright, why don't you swim here? Hello. Swim over here. And now it's getting, relatively late. She's gotta go home and set up camp and all that. So I think I'll have her just go home. Why won't this let me drag it up farther? I'll just do it when she gets home. Alright, I'm just gonna drag it here because I couldn't move it before. Alright. So I'm not really gonna have her read the newspaper, just clip coupons. Yeah, she's hungry, poor thing. Photography, no, nothing good. So let me recycle that, and we'll set you up over here, and we'll get you a lamp. So she's pretty tired, and I'll just have her sleep, till 6:30. Yep. Now in the winter, if you did choose to get your Betsy a sleeping bag, she's gonna get pretty cold. So I'd recommend getting her a tent for winter. Pretty sure she stays warm in a tent. And you can definitely build her an igloo that'll keep her warm. So I think this was a good introductory, challenge. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I think this was a good introduction to the challenge. I think I'm just going to end it here and pick up in the morning. Thank you all for watching, and if you have any ideas or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I will speak to you all next time. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.